Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Rika Kartika. Here I with my friend will be do presentation to fulfill our last assignment. And first of all, we would like to say thank you to Miss Rati Inayah MPD as our lecturer in this course. Let me start our presentation. This is our subject, Indonesian English Interpreting. And we will explain about Unit 7, Consecutive Interpreting. And then this team presentation, me, Rika Kartika, and my friend Mohamad Rizky, we are from before non-regular class 2018. For the first material, will be explained by me. Okay, the first material is the definition of consecutive interpreting. Consecutive interpreting is the most popular type of interpretation work. In consecutive interpreting, the interpreter converts the words into the target language after the speaker delivers one or two sentences. The speaker pauses and waits for the interpreter to convey the message before continuing with their speech. In consecutive interpreting, the linguist has time to write down notes, so they don't have to remember everything that the speaker said. And then the interpreter needs a pencil or pens and notepads. The interpretation service is applicable for seminar with a limited number of participants, business meeting, classes, and bilingual meetings. Typically, the audience is smaller compared to large conferences that use simultaneous interpretation service. And then the next material is about skill of consecutive interpreter. The consecutive interpreter must be fluent in the search and target language. The service needs interpreter with experience and expertise in a specific subject, cultural knowledge, understanding of the nuance of a language, sharp memory, excellent speaking, and keen hearing are also necessary skills. And then, aside from memorization, a consecutive interpreter should be good at note-taking. They can use initials, symbols, and abbreviations to help them remember the concepts and ideas that the speaker wants to deliver. And then, the interpreter must maintain visual contact with the speaker instead of focusing on note-taking. They should keep their notes simple, with only the basic information, so the notes will be easier to read but will help them to memorize the message in their head. But the interpreter should include things that are harder to remember, such as names, number, and dates. And for the next material will be explained by my friend.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Mohamad Rizky, and next is advantage of using consecutive interpretation. First, the delivery of the interpretation is more emotional and fluent. The consecutive interpreter has more time to prepare for the nuance of language and chose the word carefully. Next, the service does not need audio, electric, and technical equipment. As well, the soundproof interprets both. And 3. The quality of translation is better because interpreter has more time to prepare. For the attention of the audience increase as they understand the message better as well as see and hear the speakers of voice and the body language of speaker and interpreter. And last, the audience Who can understand the sum of the word's original language? Appreciate to the translation better. And slide 8 is disadvantage of using consecutive interpreting. One takes 2 times longer than simultaneous interpreting, which can be a real issue for busy interpreters. Next, draw visual attention to the interpreter and thus distract the audience from the speaker. And slide 9 is interesting facts about consecutive interpreting. Officially, consecutive interpreting was first used during World War I. However, an interpreting method was already regularly used. Ambassador. Politicians and merchant consecutive interpreting was in high demand between two world wars. And next, the best consecutive interpreting who are considered legendary were the Camry for brothers Andre and Georges, James Herbert and Antonia Pullman. And last, James Herbert was also a first generation interpreter. He used to be a chief interpreter of the United Nations Interpretation Service. In the organization at Fox City headquarters, he was also a consecutive interpreter for the International Labour Office and the Language Mission. Thank you.
Okay, we have finished our presentation. Sorry if we have a lot of mistake, and thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.